Welcome to Supershea Tutorials. I'm Danny Shea, back with another weapons tutorial video. Today, my top 3 moves for any beginner learning sword. Now, this is tricking moves, not fundamentals. So these are the first 3 tricks that I will teach anybody that's picking up a sword. So if you want to improve your skills, learn some sick tricks, put together some high power forms, hit the subscribe button down there, and the notification bell is right over there so you don't miss any videos in the future. So let's get into this. At the end of the video, I will be doing all my shout outs, so make sure you stick around for that. Now, at number 1, starting it out, the very first thing I will teach anybody tricking wise is the OB ante, or high whip, low whip, or whatever you guys call it. Could be called something completely different, but it's the same move. So it starts with a forward roll. We've talked about this before in pretty much all of the weapons videos, but hey you, give me 5, up high, down low. That's your forward roll. You're basically making 1 revolution, 1 full rotation, make a circle, whatever you want to call it. That is your forward roll, and that is how we start our OB ante. So I'm going to start with 1 roll. Once I get back to where it started, I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to turn it down toward the ground. Okay, so it's actually going to follow that same circular pattern, so it's going forward and down. But I'm turning the palm of my hand toward the back of the room. Now from here, I'm going to take my thumb side and I'm going to bring it up behind me. All right, and as I'm doing this, I'm also turning my body. That gives it the illusion of making a whole nother revolution, even though it's not. So it comes up behind my back, and then I'm bringing it to the side, and almost like I'm unsheathing it, bring it out and over. So forward roll, down, back behind, pull it out, roll it over. That is your OB ante. Nice and quick. The idea, you want to speed it up, and you can continue through several times if you wanted to. The second thing, number 2, is the wrist roll. So this one is a little bit different. I'm not taking the sword and rolling it over the same wrist that's holding it. I'm actually taking this other hand, putting it out front, so I could be doing like a punch move, boom, and then I'll use number 1, the OB ante, to get into it. Once I do my OB ante, all I'm doing is bringing my sword underneath, so my hands are almost one on top of the other, only this one's back a little bit, right where the wrist is. Then I'm going to turn the sword up and lay the blade on top of my wrist. From here, I'm simply going to let go with this hand, and this hand, which is now holding it, is going to quickly move to the other side of my arm to grab the handle. That's really all it is. So hand goes underneath, turn the blade up, lay it down on the wrist, release, get that hand over to grab the handle. So that is your wrist roll. When you speed that up, it looks really pretty as well. Then, number 3, one of my favorite tricks. It's the first trick I learned with a bow staff, and then I translated it to a sword, is the backdrop. So the most important thing for this trick is the position you start with, which is called the cradle. The cradle is right here where the blade, the back of the blade, not the sharp end, the back of it is laying down on your forearm, and your hand would actually have this in reverse grip. So it comes up into the cradle, so you point it forward, bring it up, lay it down. Now I'm going to bring my entire arm all the way up behind my head, and make sure there's some space between your body and the sword. You don't want it right here, because it'll hit your body and go flying all over the place. So you put a little bit of space, get your other hand, point it straight back, not here, point it straight back, and then you release the sword, catch it on the way down. And again, when you speed these moves up, they look really, really pretty, and they're just really easy moves to learn. So you get it to here, comes up, drop. And then you can make the transition into the cradle a part of it, and it looks really, really nice. So there you have my top 3 moves to learn with a sword, top 3 tricks for any beginner. If you enjoy these videos, please let me know. hit that like button. Do me a favor. It'll help my channel out a lot. It'll help the algorithm know that these videos are worth watching. And if you have something that you would like to see on this channel that I have not done yet, put that down in the comments. I would love to get the feedback, and I will get to those as quickly as I possibly can. As promised, I do need to shout out to all of the people on my Patreon channel. So thank you, Rob, Bob, Brian, Jorge, Emmett, and Charlene, for all of your support with this project. I couldn't do this without y'all, so thank you very, very much. If you're interested in helping with the project, the link is in the description. It'll take you to my Patreon channel, and you can join for as little as $3. Thank you all so very, very much for being here. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you have a phenomenal, awesome day.